Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone had a great day, safe day. So make it a great night, folks. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. The Dow Industrial's up 2, Nasdaq's up 12, S&Ps are up 6. Gold contract up $4.30, traded $1,234 an ounce. Silver up 6 cents at $17.40 an ounce. Platinum up 6 at $1,269 an ounce. Copper up 4 pennies at $3.08 a pound. Light sweet crude, check this out, folks. Light sweet crude is down $3.91 at $81.83 a barrel with volume. Big juice on the way down. Bonds, the ever-ready bond market. You got the 10-year up 9 ticks at 127.14 with conviction. 30-year up 21 at 142.22 with conviction. You're going to see rates get lower. Bond prices higher. King dollar up 213 ticks, trading out at 85.94. You got the euro down 104 ticks at 126.48, and the yen is trading flat at 106.92. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Price, folks, is really hard to hold out here. It's pretty amazing watching this whole baby shake out. So what do you have? Well, first off, folks, what we have is this. You have an A to B structure of a very large ABC structure on the way down. It is a monster. Your A point is 2019, and your B point thus far is 1874. So we're talking almost 150-point A to B structure, S&P, monster. Now, with that setting up, that's setting up the next leg down, and that next leg down is going to bring us into the February 5th benchmark. That February 5th benchmark that we've been talking about, the low of that is 1737. So the setup is there right now. The real question inside the markets right now, are the markets going to be able to bounce? I suspect what you're going to see is this. What you have out here today is that if we take a look at the SPY right now is trading at 187.71. We got to 187.51. We have done 157 million today. Yesterday did 230. Now, yesterday, the amount of selling yesterday is pretty amazing, that being a holiday. So in the context that a bounce coming, I suspect we're going to probably get one. Because if we don't get a bounce, let me tell you something, it is going to be a total mind blower, because what you'll actually get is that you will get the run down to, let's see, on the S&P, the run would be, this would set up an A to B point that would be extraordinary. So we're at 1881. You could get the run down to 1815. And if that was the case, then you would have a 200-point A to B. Now, I've seen 200-point A to Bs before, but you don't even want to hear it, because when we had a 200-point A to B, that was in the 2007, 2008 area. That's one of the largest ones I've ever seen. Yeah, so we'll see where the shakes out. Realistically, I suspect you're going to get a bounce out of here, though. It looks like you're not, but that's how the markets work. Why? Because the amount of energy that's going into these lows out here today just is not enough. You know, you can see that we can't hold price. But what you're actually doing now is that you're coming into lows, and then you have lighter volume coming into lows. We go to the Dow Industrials. We take a look at the Dow. Put stops in, folks. If you long and strong, put stops in. I know, you know, each and every time for the last 3 years, whatever, every bounce works. Bottom line is that, you know what? Put stops in, you know, because this is a disaster, number one, but I suspect it's going to get a lot worse. Dow Industrials are up 16 bucks. You're at 16,336. That swing low that it got into was the 16,332. NASDAQ Composite. We take a look at the composite. What you have inside the composite. Composite is up $14. Actually, sideways market, and it's actually pushing into the lows of yesterday. Yesterday, you had a low of 4212. We hit 4212 today. The volume out here today will run in the NASDAQ. That big volume again. We're at 1.9 right now, so the NASDAQ will run about 2.3, 2.4. We look at the NDX 100, the 3 Qs. What you have with the 3 Qs, That is breaking a low. And inside the 3 Qs, by the way. So check this out. This is pretty intense. So the 3 Qs yesterday, 92.86 was the low. We're at 92.98. You have 56 million. So the volume is dying a little on the Qs. But inside the Qs, now this is a heads up beyond belief. Apple, folks, hasn't even broken apart yet. Okay, what you do have today is that your Gilead is breaking. You know, that's down $5. You have Autodesk down $1.95. Expedia is off 188. Mylan Pharmaceuticals off 76. But if we go over to Apple and take a look at Apple, Apple is basically almost ready to croak. Apple has not been able to get any traction whatsoever, even when we went up 200-300 points. Apple was starting out today. It was really intriguing watching this baby shake out. So Apple's down 79 points since today. Not that that's a huge amount. It is not a huge amount. What it is, though, is that you have that swing low out there at 96.14 that it's trying to go after. That was the high volume day that we had on the 9th of September. Gold contract. We take a look at gold, what you have, and you're going to see divergence out here. Divergence is really sweet inside the gold market, and this is what it is. Gold right now, it's subtle. It's only up $3.60. What you have behind it, though, is you get some nice juice. We're at 104,000 contracts. It's hanging at a high, and I expect what you're going to see in the next few days, gold's going to try to make its way back inside the 1242 area. The 1242 area, that's what it has to get back inside in order to get into higher price. Now, silver is a different animal. Silver has a lot more work to do. We take a look at silver, SIZ4. Silver has a good $1.30 to get back inside. It doesn't mean it won't do it, but silver's trading out at 1740. That's 1870. So that's a long way. I suspect we're going to have to build some more cars inside the silver in order to get up into that area. Oil. This is the ultimate, folks, that all you folks in the Northeast, out in the Midwest, anyone that's going to be using heating oil this year, you're going to save a lot of money, big time. So we're at 81.90. We've done 437,000 contracts. This is a monster, folks, okay? So if I put this on a continuous contract and we take a look at where we are, I'm going to put this back. Okay, so we're at 81, and we're on our way right now to 77. This is, once we broke inside 85, your swing point that goes back to 2012 is 87. 77. 77! So check this out. This is where this is going to get really intriguing, and this is what it is. At $77, yeah, we break $77, and you're going to see 60 to 64. It's hard to believe. Yeah. I mean, that's the way this is set up right now. So it's a big number, and there's not enough doors to get out of that market. That is the actual crude oil. We get into the heating oil. So crude is down 4.5% today. Heating's all down 3.3%. Let's talk about gasoline, because when we're talking gasoline, it's going to affect each and every one of us every single day. And what we have with gasoline is unleaded gasoline, folks, is going to be trading. There she is. Oh, come on, baby. Get up there. Gasoline. There she is. Come. If I don't hit this quick enough, it disappears on me. Look at that. CRB. So we're 217 wholesale. It's down 7.5 pennies. Oh, this is pretty. Okay, XB1. Let me do this one. Gas is going to get cheap for us, folks. Going to save lots and lots of money. Okay, so I'm going to put gasoline back on 3 years first. Ooh, this is pretty. Ooh. Put it on a, look at this. Gas is going to, wow. So your next stop is 182. We're 217. And we very well could get down to, okay, so 211. Right now, 211. You get 6 more pennies. You crack into 211, though, guess what? We're going to have 144. Big, big numbers on the way down. We're going to be saving lots of money, folks. This time over, this is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll come right back.